If you've been feeling that low-grade anxiety lately, the kind that whispers you're falling behind because you don't know how to write Python or SQL, I want you to take a deep breath. Sit down for a second. You've been told you need to learn to code to survive the AI revolution, but for 90% of you, that is actually the fastest way to get stuck in a 6-month unemployment trap. I've been in this industry for 15 years, and I've seen these cycles before. People panic, they chase the wrong credentials, and they end up overqualified for the wrong jobs. Let's look at the cold, hard reality of the market right now. The average job search has ballooned to over 24 weeks for people who haven't adapted. That's nearly half a year of silence. And here's why. 75% of companies now allow AI to automatically reject candidates before a human ever sees a resume. If you're spending your nights trying to master technical syntax that an AI can already write in 3 seconds, you're preparing for a version of the future that doesn't exist anymore. Let that number sit for a second. 24 weeks. That's the cost of being unprepared. So if learning to code is the wrong bridge to cross, what is the path that actually leads to a 40% salary bump without touching a single line of syntax? Here's the shift most people are missing. We are moving from an era of task execution to an era of workflow orchestration. Think about it this way. For a long time, companies hired resources, people who did one specific thing well. But today, they want multipliers. They want the person who can manage the AI agents that do the heavy lifting. I've seen this play out 100 times. The people getting the big offers aren't the ones who can write a script. They're the ones who can audit the AI's output and scale a process. And the rewards are massive. We're seeing a 43% average salary premium for non-technical roles. Think HR, marketing, finance, just for demonstrating AI proficiency. Have you noticed this shift in your own industry lately? Maybe you've seen a colleague get promoted not because they worked harder, but because they worked differently. 81% of employers have officially pivoted to skills-based hiring over traditional degrees. They don't care about the letters after your name as much as they care about your ability to deliver ROI. Here's where it gets really interesting. The code isn't the value. The orchestration is, but the theory only gets you so far. What does this actually look like when you're sitting in front of your laptop tomorrow morning? Let me tell you about Maria. She wasn't a tech person. She was a non-tech professional who felt stuck. Instead of going back to school for a CS degree, she spent 8 weeks learning how to use low-code automation tools like Zapier and Make to fix internal bottlenecks. She stopped putting proficient in ChatGPT on her resume. Because honestly, everyone says that now. Instead, she used phrases like operational ROI and critical AI auditing. She reframed her experience to show she could do the work of a 3-person team by noon. The result? She transitioned into a fintech analyst role with a 20% raise in just 2 months. Now, this is the part that changes everything. When we look at the data, AI-optimized resumes, the ones that speak the language of orchestration, have a nearly 6% response rate. That might sound low, but compared to the industry average of less than 3% for generic applications, you're doubling your chances of a callback just by changing your vocabulary. Stop listing tools, start listing outcomes. Don't say you use AI. Show how you audited an AI's workflow to save the company 20 hours a week. That's what a recruiter is actually looking for. It's easy to see how this works for a star performer, but what if your background is a bit messy? What if you have a gap that the AI filters might hate? I know some of you are worried about the long-term unemployed label. Currently, 34% of job seekers are falling into this category because of AI-driven skill gaps. And with 99% of Fortune 500 companies using applicant tracking systems, or ATS, those gaps can feel like a brick wall. But here's the mentor advice I'd give you if we were sitting across from each other right now. If you have a gap in your resume, don't hide it. Reframe it. Call it a capability audit period. This was the time you mastered the tools your next boss hasn't even heard of yet. You weren't out of work. You were upskilling for the 2026 economy. When you use language like learning agility, you bypass the filters that try to categorize you as stagnant. You become the candidate who is ahead of the curve, not behind it. Recruiters are desperate for people who can bridge the gap between we have these AI tools and we are actually making more money with them. Now that we've cleared the hurdles, how do we take this from a video you're watching to a paycheck you're earning? I don't want you to just close this video and go back to the same old job boards. I want you to change your trajectory this week. Here's your 3-step homework assignment. First, audit one manual task you do every day. Just one. Second, find a low-code tool to automate just 10% of it. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to prove you can do it. Third, rewrite just one bullet point on your resume using this formula. Action plus tool plus ROI. Instead of saying manage projects, try orchestrated cross-functional workflows using AI-driven automation, reducing delivery time by 30%. Companies like Walmart are literally investing $1 billion right now just to find people who can do this. The median time to a job offer has increased to nearly 69 days, but you can cut that in half if you prove you're a multiplier. Your goal this week isn't just to find a job, it's to prove you can do the work of a 3-person team. What's the one thing you're going to change about your approach this week? I'm genuinely curious. Is it the resume, the tools, or the mindset? The premium is sitting on the table. Go claim your 40%